off.
You took off.
I seen
took off
3 girls that I was messing with at the same time, and I literally ran and left and went home and act like I was never at that location. Let me go into this, and I see multiple women that I'm having relations with at the same time, and they don't know I'm having relations with all of them at the same time. I'm gonna run every time.
You gonna run? Nigga, I ain't run. I'm gonna explain the situation. Look, I'm in here with my girl.
I'm not explaining shit. I'm running.
I'm in here with my girlfriend. No, it's a level of rapport, bro. If everybody can act right, did everybody act right, BJ?
Yeah, like I said, I mean,
everybody knew what the fuck it was.
Those other 2 young ladies, like reckon, knew that I had a main.
Yeah.
So they didn't
see how you said that. They knew. We talking about girls who all think they the main.
No, you can't treat everybody
You
like
only
that.
got one entree now. When you got 3 girls that think they all the entree, that bill a little bit too high. So you got to run out on the check.
Sometimes you can have more than one entree though.
And
you know what let me ask you this: when you eat spaghetti and you eat it with chicken wings, which one is the side?
I don't eat spaghetti and chicken wings.
I don't either, but I'm just saying, the spaghetti's the side, bro.
The spaghetti is the side?
Yeah.
Spaghetti is the side if you do that.
That's crazy.
Nah, meat is
always I thought meat would be the main, and then the pasta would be
I feel like they both entrees, because you can eat spaghetti by itself. But you also eat wings by themselves.
I like what you did there. I like what you did there.
Okay.
So how could they,
because you can, if you have them both together, but that creates a chain of command with your food. So one of them has to be top rank on the plate, and the meat is always ranking on the plate.
Hey man, you know what I mean? Top corporations in the world, they got board members that run it. So ain't no chain of command in there. So why I got to be with spaghetti and wings?
The whole board is the chain of command.
Exactly.
But that board is one entity, and then you have everything trickling down. You got the rest of the staff members.
So this stuff is on one plate, which is
so I can have 2 mains, and the rest of them be sides.
Okay.
You trying to get me killed?
Greedy.
I'm gonna.
I think. Look, you gotta have that rapport, bro. Like if you fucking around for real and you on some grown man shit, you just tell everybody
the truth.
Tell them the truth. Let motherfuckers figure out where the fuck they stand at. If you ain't getting that much attention,
a whole lot better than it really is. You got to look at this now. We got to look at the ratio. We got to look at the numbers of things. The number of cheeks that you will be able to clap telling the truth is significantly lower than the number of cheeks you will be able to clap if you lie.
Yeah, but if you tell the truth, at least you know what the fuck the odds are.
But you are jeopardizing cheeks by telling the truth.
But it ain't all about chicks sometimes. It's about loyal motherfuckers. Like, hey, look here. If there's 50 women that I can smash and one loyal motherfucker, I'm picking the loyal motherfucker because she gonna go through some shit with me. She gonna be willing to go through some shit with me. She understands my situation. She's finna help me.
We ain't got to go through nothing. Just let me go through them cheeks.
Nah, man. You need some loyal ones.
I'm not here to do
He's fucking all 50 of them. Hey, B. Keith said he fucking all 50 of them.
Lord. That's it.
What? I need some loyal ones, man, because they can help bury the bodies, bro.
Oh,
nah, I bury my own goddamn bodies.
Nah, bro, that's a lot of work. 2 is better than 1. One is close to none.
I get 2 shovels,
nigga, but you ain't gonna be able to use both of them. You gonna be using a bitch like chopsticks.
Look, man, I'm lying to all of them because I'm not jeopardizing cheeks. Imagine if you had a motherfucking Rihanna looking thing, and you know damn well you don't want no relationship, but she tell you she want a relationship. You gonna tell her the truth and jeopardize clapping Rihanna's cheeks?
Yeah, at least you was telling the truth.
You're crazy on the podcast.
Oh my god.
How am I crazy on the pod, bro? I'm not lying no more, bro. I'm at the age where I ain't gotta lie no more.
Look, I'm at that age too, but if I get a certain caliber of cheeks, you got to do what you got to do.
You act like there's not going to be any other Rihannas out in the world.
It ain't.
Oh.
There's There is only one of that.
Get you a knockoff. My God.
If you got
there's no great value brand Rihanna.
If you got top tier cheeks, there is no reason for you to tell her the truth if it's not needed. It's not
a reason. About that, BJ. Damn, one nigga that turned off it. I thought the right ballpark.
No, I mean, I understand Buddy's point.
Yeah, right? I do too.
But I mean, that would hold true at an earlier stage of my life. At this moment in my life, you could be a Rihanna, but I'm not going to be willing to go. I'm not willing to deal with, okay, I lie to you. We do the sex. You find out I lied to you. Now you mad. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with you being mad because I lied.
The hoops.
I don't have time for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather you can't get what you want. Yeah, I'd rather you be mad because you can't get what you want versus you mad because I lied to you.
Exactly.
I'm gonna lie to you. This is why I don't care. This is the only reason I would care. If I lied to you and the cheeks was trash, then I'd be mad I lied to you. But if the cheeks was everything I imagined them to be,
it was worth lying. Oh my God! What?
But what if the cheeks are the same? Even if you tell them the truth,
you wouldn't know that because you wouldn't tell the truth to know. The
Bro,
problem
is,
the truth, look, man. This the thing though. We know, and Keisha, I'm sorry, I gotta put you in the basket.
Don't sorry me. Go ahead.
I'm sorry I got to put you in this basket, but we know that women say just tell me the truth. They really lying their asses off.
Not all. They don't
want the fucking
Go
truth.
Ahead.
Well, that what you're saying is a true statement. Women will definitely.
It's a trick.
I just want the truth until they fucking turn blue in the face.
And that's a
scam. No. Yeah. I totally agree. Like women don't want the truth; they want their version of the truth.
You hit them with that truth, and now it's like, oh my God, how are you?
I can't believe I wasted my time.
Blah blah blah.
Nah. Maybe the bitches y'all fucking with, but the ones we want the truth, so we know what the next move is. Don't give me some facade, and then we get to a point where we think we're getting something, and it's, as Buddy would put it, trash. And then we're like, okay, well, what do I do now? It's like we feel like we're set up. So I want the truth so I can make my decision. Am I gonna stay or am I leaving? But if you tell me something to get me to stay, and then I find out I'm staying because of a purpose you wanted, not what I wanted, then yeah, you getting cussed out.
See, so, now what Keisha just said proves my point. If you tell her the truth, she's determining whether she's gonna leave or she's gonna stay. Now, what if I consider?
Yeah, but at the same time, she has the choice.
Let me get there though. Let me get to my point though. Now, what if I deem Keisha's cheeks to be top tier cheeks? Why do I want to give her the decision to leave or stay? No, nigga, you are staying because I want these cheeks. I'm gonna lie.
But you can get the truth. You can tell the truth and still get those cheeks.
Yeah, but you don't know.
But that's the risk you willing to take.
No, it's not. Not for top tier cheeks.
Wait. No, this is a psychological thing. Because why do you feel like you have to lie to me to get me to stay? If you are as immaculate as you are, and you have all these talents, why wouldn't I stay in the first place? Why do you need to lie to me?
One of my talents is lying.
Oh my God! No. Ridiculous. That tells me either insecurities or you don't have enough faith in yourself. Tell me the truth.
Hold on now. How is me believing in my lies not faith in myself? I believe I can have you believe this stupid shit I'm telling you about.
Hey, you do have a point. Buddy be having a point. That's what be fucking me up because I be wanting to agree so bad. I want to be politically correct.
If I believe that I can tell you
Buddy
shit, and you're gonna believe it. That's believing in myself. Like, watch this shit. I'm not
be able to back up that bullshit though. So how big are these lies you're telling?
These lies are immaculate.
Oh my
What do you mean?
You know what? This fucking word immaculate. I swear. So
I tell immaculate
lies. Lucious Williams podcast, Lucious Williams and Friends podcast, episode 40.
Hey.
Oh God, no. I'm Pandemic Proof Blue. I got BJ with me. Keisha from Calculus is with me. and Buddy's with me. And we might have some people pop in. I don't know. It is what it is. But this is how we doing tonight. This is how we rocking tonight. How was y'all's week? Here, I'll start off with my week. I was in Vegas, guys. Last week, I was in Vegas. I was chilling. And I was kind of jealous of the podcast because I kind of wanted to be here. But I was so drunk on the strip, I was just texting weird shit to BJ, seeing if he's going to post it or not.
Is that what that was?
And when I tell y'all that nigga did post half of the shit I said, that nigga did, I was killing the comments last week, son. And I can see his face light up every time he sees something. He's like, nope, not go post it.
That's what that face was. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
So my nigga, hey, I gotta give kudos to you. You hung in there. You did a great fucking job last week. Way better than I would have did it because I would have posted this shit. You did a great job. I was in Vegas. Vegas is dope. Vegas is always dope, especially when you're single. Look at all them A's, boy. Look at all them A's. Vegas.
About that.
I had a good time, bro. Like, I understood what the hell dry heat is.
Yeah.
When I got there, it was 116 degrees.
What the?
And I was like, yeah, 116. And I was like, yo, this is hot as shit.
Yeah.
But I watched local news and shit. I'm like an old person. I watch local news. And they were like, yo, but we're getting ready for a cool down. Next week, it's 106 all week. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's hot as fuck.
No.
That's hot as fuck. But that dry heat, 106 only feels like 85 with humidity. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're standing right directly in front of the sun, the shade is actually the shade. You know how like in Georgia and Texas and shit, if you get in the shade, you sweat any fucking way because it's so fucking humid. You don't get that shit over there in Vegas. So that shit was dope. Like the lights, I can see how a nigga do coke and just spend all this money out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From all the bullshit. But yeah, Vegas was dope, man. I had a great time. Keisha, how was your week? No, actually, look, I rode the roller coaster through New York. And that was dope. That little roller coaster had everything that you wanted on there. And yeah, I'm a roller coaster junkie, so.
Ooh, no, I couldn't do that. No.
Keisha, how was your week?
You don't ride roller coaster?
No, my equilibrium was just knocked out when I had kids. I don't know. I used to be a roller coaster junkie, but not anymore. Can't do it. Week was started pretty hectic, but it ended on a good note. Dodged a bullet. Went ahead and extinguished some fires, and now I'm ready for the babies to come back. Well, no, I got one back. The other one comes tomorrow. Knocked some shit out of the park at work, so I'm feeling a lot better now. But yeah, that was my week.
BJ, how was your week, brother?
Man, it was cool. You know what I mean? Went to work. Work is still trash. I tried to hit the retirement button, but they won't let me yet. So I was pretty pissed off about that. But
they won't let you retire.
Yeah, who we got to cut?
So I gotta be 12 months out. You know what I mean?
They treat that nigga like he Ric Flair and shit. You will never retire. You gotta wrestle this match tonight. You gotta wrestle Roddy Piper.
But no, I mean, you know, other than that, man, it was pretty easy. Not much going on. That's it.
Buddy with a bottle. I mean, buddy with a beat. That shit had me dying laughing, son. How was your week, sir?
Was interesting, but today was the highlight. Got my kid checked into her room in college.
Hey, y'all give an A for that, goddamn hell.
It was a madhouse. When I tell you, when I pulled in that parking lot, it was parents, kids, bins, trash, luggage, everywhere. It was ridiculous. Imagine imagine every apartment complex, every building in your apartment complex, all moving in at the same time.
Ugh.
It was insane out there, but we got it done. We sweated it out, and now she living her best life on campus. I don't know what's going on because she ignoring all my messages.
Oh,
That's how it be though.
Yeah, she gonna diss me for a while. She'll come back. They always come back.
How do you feel though? Like truly, how do you feel having a high school graduate about to go to college?
Yeah, she starts school on Monday too. I'm good with that. I want her to get get out there and live life, man. Get some independence, trip and fall, make a couple of mistakes, man, and get back up.
Yeah.
I want to see her live that life. I want to see her come into her adulthood.
Yeah.
She ain't there yet. She just now getting into college and stuff. She's only 18, but I just want to see her come into that.
Yeah. And you know what else I would tell her?
What's that?
We got topics.
nice.
We got topics.
That was your best one yet.
Hey.
That's pretty good.
Right them dudes in Vegas be doing where they let the techno music play and they just like, oh, when the beat drop. But yeah, we got topics, man. First time we're gonna get into this shit. This is from you, Keisha. What's the life lesson you learned from your mom, and what's the life lesson you learned from your dad?
Okay, so we'll go positive first. I'll go with my dad. With my dad, he taught me the true lesson of unconditional love. And I only say that because I may take after my dad, but a lot of people don't know. We're not even biologically tied. He came in when I was, 6 months old. Then he had...
Y'all biologically tied.
Yeah, that to
6
me...
months? Yeah.
So, yeah, but he loved me like all the rest of the children he had, because he had 3 more after that. He definitely whooped my ass evenly and fairly like the other children. And then he decided to start over, not completely over, but he remarried later on and took on 4 more other children and treated them the same way. But you would never tell that wasn't his kids. That's his responsibility. So that's a lesson I learned from my dad. My mom, unfortunately, is still learning the lesson, but I've learned from her mistakes that I want to end up with somebody that compliments me, not gives me compliments, but compliments me in a way of, intellectually, humor-wise, I can keep up with me, not somebody I want to conform to. And that seems to be the thing she's still trying to learn. You don't have to conform to the person that you're with. You don't have to do as they do. I mean, you have a voice, they have a voice. You do your own thing, they do their own thing. So I've learned that in the past recently, that it's best to be with somebody that can keep up with you. So those are my 2 lessons.
Buddy.
Man, I ain't learned shit. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't know, man, because I was not raised with my mom for the majority of my life. So my aunt was pretty much my mom, and my aunt and uncle actually was like my parents. So I'll say from my aunt, I really just kind of learned the grind mode, man. Like my aunt, just watching her, I wouldn't say she actually said this to me, but just watching how she lives her life is like, do what you want to do with your life, man. No matter what age you are, no matter if you feel like you aged out of certain things or whatever, do it anyways. Like she's always wanted to be a bartender, and she's 50 years old, and she's always wanted to do it. She has a great job. She's damn near retired, but she wanted to be a bartender, and she just got up and she went out there and she do it. Everybody thinks she's 30 years old out there bartending or some shit because she killing it. But that's just what she wanted to do. It ain't like she need the money. She just wanted to do it. And she over 50 years old, you know what I'm saying? Killing the game, bartending type shit. So, and from my uncle, man, he used to always preach initiative, doing the right and doing the right thing when nobody's looking. Integrity and initiative. He used to always teach that.
Bro, you know what that is though? When niggas preach integrity and like initiatives and shit, that shit come back to you like so good.
Yeah.
When you do right by people, when you do right by like certain individuals or whatever, no matter like if you record it or whatever, like whatever you doing, like when you do right by people, that shit come back to you.
Like that should apply to my relationship with my kid. Cause I got locked up when she was 4 years old. When I got out, she was 12. The relationship I had built with her from birth till 4 years old was so strong that time that I missed, there's like damn 8 fucking years that went by, and it's like we didn't miss a beat. Like she see me, it's like we still got an unspoken connection. Like all of that shit really played a part because it's like I did right by her. Period. You know what I'm saying? I took initiative to be try to be the best father I could be. Period. So when I missed that time, it's like just me doing that. It came back to me that way, and now me and her like super tight. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
I can dig it. Like for me, my mom taught me just basically be you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever version that is of you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to meet people in your life that are going to judge you based on how you were when you were 12, which is weird because they don't expect growth to come out of you or whatever. And then you're going to base, people that you know now that they don't know nothing about you, so they don't know about your past or whatever. So it's just like be you. Accept who you are. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, be you. My dad, work ethic. He's one of 16 children. You know what I'm saying? So, like, love is hard to come by when there's 16 of y'all.
Yeah.
But you got to be tough. You know what I'm saying? If you commit to something, do that shit until it's over. And if you say you're going to do something, do it. You know what I'm saying? Be a man of your word. And, like, that's what I learned from him. Like, dude, be a man of your word. Because motherfuckers can respect that.
Yeah.
From the apology, you know what I'm saying? Because you meet people that apologize so much because they so fucked up and they do that shit so much that apologizing is regular for them. And then you meet people like, yo, I normally don't fuck up like this. I apologize. And that shit means something. Because of your character or whatever. So, yeah. So that's what I learned. BJ.
So for my mother, it's honestly been a plethora of things. Namely because she since I've been born, she's just always been the one constant in my life. But if I had to pick one of the biggest things is learning how to be protective of your heart, and also choosing your friends wisely. I only say that because, like, my mom, she has the biggest heart of any person I've ever met. I don't care who it is. But a lot of people have taken advantage of that. And I've seen that firsthand, rather it be relationships she was in, friendships, people that she's taken in. A lot of people have just taken advantage of her kindness. And that used to piss me off like all the time. So that in turn kind of turned me into who I am. Very closed off when it comes to like the general public. I don't really fuck with a lot of people. But that's the real reason. Because I've seen what happens when you have somebody who is genuinely just a nice, sweet person and they just get taken advantage of. As far as my father goes, I guess forgiveness. We didn't have the greatest relationship when I was a kid. I won't get into it. But, when I became an adult, we sat down, we had a real conversation. One of the realest conversations I've ever had in my life. And then after that, we've since been able to develop like a real relationship. So from that, because it took me a minute to get over it, even after that conversation happened. Like I still wasn't over it for years, honestly. But after I kind of sat within myself and I say, look, instead of sitting down and hating somebody, that takes a lot of energy out of you. You know what I mean? Like you done already said your piece already. So you're here trying to make it work. I mean, it's really just you now. There's the reason why it's not going to work. So, but yeah, I think that's it.
That's what's up.
Sorry.
He said, yeah, I think that's it.
That's profound. I love it.
That's what's up. Yeah, I think a lot of us can learn a lot from our parents, and we can learn a lot that we don't need to do.
Say that.
Yeah. So I mean, like, yeah. But the little things, it's all about the little things. If you're a parent, it's the little things. Motherfucker, kids pay attention to the smallest fucking thing. One night, I was babysitting my nephews and nieces with my sister. I fucked around, had too much douce. I'm laying on my couch. I begin to throw up because I'm fucked up. I remember my nephew walking in the hallway. You know, kids don't know how to whisper. He walked to the hallway. He said, I think Uncle Lucious is throwing up. And all the kids came out the room and watched me throw up. That was so fucking embarrassing for me. So embarrassing, bro. Because in that moment, I'm an adult, but I'm behaving like I'm not. Kids pay attention to everything. It's the little fucking thing.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the one thing I learned from my dad that you're not supposed to do is that out of sight, out of mind shit. Because my dad is not, I don't want to say he's a bad dad, but my dad was an out of sight, out of mind kind of dude. So if I would have stayed in Louisville, Kentucky, he would have been there the whole time. But because I wasn't there anymore, there was a wrap. So with me and my kid not living in the same state, I didn't want to repeat that. Just because we not around each other, I ain't want to make it like I ain't around because I'm not physically around you. So I made sure I kept in contact. I made sure I checked on her. I made sure I sent money, bought stuff, mailed stuff, sent stuff, even wrote letters, sent cards. I did it all.
Yeah. I can dig it. All right. What's the dumbest thing you've done to attract a potential partner? For me, I spend a lot of money, man. I used to think money could buy you love, money could buy you a relationship. I used to think that shit. I spent a lot of money that I shouldn't have spent. Like, that's what I did. I'm like, hey, let's go shopping. And then 6 months later, we ain't even together, but she's wearing the leggings I bought her on another date, flexing on my face. Yeah, for me, it's spending money and just being naive. Being naive. Especially when you're in the city. City life is totally different because you don't know what the fuck they're using you for out here. So, buddy, buddy, what is the dumbest thing you've done to attract a potential mate?
Lying about my sexual experience. Back in the days in like middle school, before I started having sex, I was lying, saying that I've been having sex. Yeah, man, I've been doing this. I've been out here. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do what I can do. Dick game strong. Dick game heavy. I ain't never even seen one in person.
Hey, here's a question, right? So this is what women don't understand about men. There's 3 men on here, right? Here. Okay, I'm gonna pause with this. How men's dick sizes, right? Because we don't do what women do. You know how women be like, oh, you got some nice titties, can I touch them? Yada, yada, yada. Most men don't know the size of their dick.
Yeah, right? Well, I ain't saying I lied on the size.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
My dick was
always. Did you learn the size of your penis?
Yeah.
When did you learn? Like, cause that's women don't understand that. Like, niggas do not.
We don't.
Be like, hey, buddy. Hey, let's line our dicks up and let's see how long who's like, bro. We don't do that. That's not cool.
I'm not saying y'all doing all that. It's just like I know y'all.
But I've never been like, hey, my dick is hard. Let me get a tape measure out.
I did that.
Is that what you did?
Thank you, BJ.
I've done that. I do that now.
Yeah,
no.
I have to.
I have to make sure that I don't lose any. It's really honestly, it's like almost like a physical. You know how you get a physical once a year?
Don't laugh. It makes sense because as we get older,
you gotta check and make sure that you ain't lost no. You know what I mean? And then
I use my hand as a point of reference because if you say a specific size in inches, millimeters, or centimeters, then the average Joe probably wouldn't know that. So what I do is say, all right, you see my hand. So from this point to this point, from this part of my wrist or whatever point of reference I decided to use, from here to here is what you're going to see.
See, for me, I just had somebody measure my shit at 36 years old. Didn't care. I'm just like, look here. I'm in the finals. I'm finna perform. We got 7 games. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never want to know. I'm just like, okay. And then they put you up next to the greats and shit and be like, yo, you number one. I'm like, I would have never knew that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I ain't never.
Do y'all
really
want to know what us females be thinking? Most of us think. Okay, so you have your locker rooms, and I'm not saying you gazing around like really staring at folks. It's the same thing with us females. When we go in the locker rooms and we shower, whatnot, we see titties everywhere. Okay, so you can compare. Okay, she's bigger than me. She's smaller than me. Once again, we're not staring at each other. You just see it. So.
Oh, Keisha holding it down tonight. See, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, she
the men's locker room. We're not saying you have to stare, but you have those references. You have porn. I mean, how can you not tell if you above average or you're average or you're below average? That's why we're like, you can't possibly not know about yourself.
No, you can't. Porn is a mind trick because what they do is they get liberty ass girls.
Okay.
So to make their things look bigger.
Once again,
what?
So real time.
Not like little girls, like little kids. I mean, little girls as in size.
Nah, bro. Like when I watch porn, I don't be paying attention to that dude. Like I'm paying attention to Tiana Trump.
But you're not blind either, so I know you've seen like at least a couple seconds of it. You're like,
no. And then like you have women tell you the shit. I don't believe women because women lie.
Okay,
so it's just like,
some
the same nigga that could dick you down and had you having all kind of fantasies could be the same small dick nigga that ain't worth a fuck that you were watching paint dry while he's fucking. So I never believe women either.
But even with locker rooms though, Keisha, let's just say, not me, but let's just say there was a dude walking around gazing at men's things, right? Dudes ain't just walking around hard. So you don't know.
And if you were, bro, that'd be weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a nigga. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Dude's walking around in the locker room and he hard.
That's a problem.
I'm leaving.
Hey, that's weird, bro. That means you're aroused. You're excited.
I'm
leaving. What are you excited about, bro?
Yeah. So you can't, even if a dude was to be looking, you're not about to be comparing a bunch of soft ones to a soft.
So I mean, like, for a long, unless you measure it, B just said he measured the shit. I don't measure mine. I just had my shit measured. So I mean, like, you don't know. But go ahead, buddy, with your point.
Point was, that's what the dumbest thing I ever did was to just lie and say that I've been, man, I got the most. I can teach you some things, and I don't even know shit to even teach. I can show you this, girl, and they like, ooh, you can for real? Yeah, we gonna do this, that, and I get there, and I'm shaking like booty meat.
You gotta Google it to see how to really do it.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. This is back before Google. Luckily, the girl I had was very much older than me, so she, you know what I'm saying, took charge.
Older women when you're younger, boy, they are something else.
I think she was like 18 or something. I was like 15. Lied about my age.
Nah, I ain't mean older like that. Y'all both don't know what the fuck y'all doing.
Nah, she knew what she was doing. She stayed in the group home. She been fucking.
Oh well, it be like that. BJ.
I mean, honestly, it's a lot. You know what I mean? Like in my younger days, I did a lot of things to try to impress women. But the biggest thing was just pretending to be somebody that I'm not. You know what I mean? Like trying to be like super outgoing and all some other dumb shit. I just wasn't who I am as a person.
You feel like that was taught though? You feel like the last generation was like, yo, this is how you get women? Or do you feel like that was something that you were just going with the flow? I ain't trying to ruffle no feathers.
I don't. I mean, there could be some truth to it being something that I was taught, but I think that I would always try to tailor my personality to what I think or thought the woman was into, just by like talking to her. You know what I mean? Like getting to know her. She would say certain things that she liked and disliked. I would just always just try to tailor who I am to who I thought that she would like.
Conforming to her.
Yeah, which obviously that is the dumbest shit in the world.
So you ain't get your game from movies and TV shows like me?
I never had game, if I'm being honest. I never had that.
You don't have game bitches like your personality, my nigga.
Yeah, because like I don't have the gift of gab. Like I mentioned before, I don't even like talking to people. Like small talk makes me like uncomfortable. Like just the other day when I went and got to a dentist appointment, the dude that's like cleaning my teeth, he talking to me about life shit, and I'm just like, please leave me alone. You know what I mean? So I never had that ability. You know what I mean? To just go and just talk to a woman and stuff like that. Like,
oh, that's my shit.
Yeah,
that's your shit. Like my shit is like, nigga, I be talking about other shit, bro. I don't be, like I said, I don't have game bitches like my personality, man.
I'll pull up.
Nah, I ain't got no special shit I should say or nothing like that. Like that game shit is like, bro, I'm just here to talk about. Like, nigga, I just watched a documentary, and this is what the fuck. And if you interested, you interested. If you're not, then I understand.
Nah, I'm pulling up. I'm gonna pull up on you.
Oh my god.
I'm pulling up on you. And I'm giving you the best I got to offer.
Nah, bro, I ain't got no.
But they all lies, though. That's
all. No, the best lie is sprinkled with the truth. The best lie is sprinkled with the truth. That's how you get the good lies out. You got to put a little bit of truth in there.
That's why you tell the truth, bro. So you ain't gotta lie.
Nah, you just what you do is
bro. You just tell the truth, so you ain't gotta lie.
You know what I'm sitting here thinking about now. I'm chewing on it a little bit. It ain't really lying. It's just like,
oh, here we go. Okay,
fabrication.
Let's hear this.
It's slightly altering the truth.
You lying to yourself right
now. If I tell you I got a lot of money, that's subjective. You could think, oh, this nigga balling, but a lot of money to me could be $100.
We're not trying to decide that, sir. I'm not trying
but it is, my name.
Is it really a lie?
Keisha, what's the dumbest thing you've done to attract a potential partner?
I guess the dumbest of the dumbest part of that would be I was trying to re-attract this fool, which now I think about it, I think he was playing games to call my bluff. I moved for love. I had him, and then I lost.
Oh, you moved for love.
I moved to him for love.
Oh.
And get this, I traded a life of my own place, privacy, social life, family, church family, to moving in with him, his mama, his brother, girlfriend.
You special, boy.
You special. Left a job to not work for the entire time we were together down there. Was broke as hell, had nothing to do. And in all that, when I moved down there, when people would ask, so, hey, who was this you hanging out with? I would assume his answer would be, oh, this is my girlfriend. No, the answer was something like that. They would assume I was his girlfriend, and his answer was something like that after I had moved my whole life over. Didn't even really re-attract him. So, yeah, moving for love. That was the dumbest shit ever. Never.
Oh, man.
That sounds pretty tragic right there. So let me ask you this then.
Oh, God.
So when there was like nobody around to kind of ask questions about it, he treated you like a girlfriend and stuff like that? When nobody could know?
He was settling because I was already there. What you gonna do? Tell me to go back? So we were just kind of there.
He felt like he was stuck with you.
Yeah, we were stuck in that smallest apartment together for a while, and then doubled down with the kids. So you know.
So let me ask you this: when you was there and you realized that this shit's some bullshit, how long into that shit did you start planning your escape?
Up until the pregnancy test. So that was a good year, I want to say.
You was planning your escape.
Yeah, I was planning my escape. I was like, all right, I'm getting ready to go. I can't do this no more. And then boom, positive.
Pregnant.
Yep. Had everything in the car, was about to go.
He shot the club up.
Yeah.
I got you together.
Basically. So
Hey.
that's my
But
answer.
did you know, Keisha?
Hmm.
Texas is the first state to make buying sex a felony.
No, I'm just not finding out.
Did you know that?
No,
That's crazy.
To make what sex?
Texas is the first state to make buying sex a felony.
Oh, damn. So I got to take my $40 elsewhere?
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
Will this help trafficking victims? Now, here's my thing about it. I don't think it will.
No.
Because there's some people that, like, especially now, like, they don't have that many pimps like that. Like, women can go out on their own and, like, yo, cash out me the money, yada, yada, yada. Like, that, I don't think it's going to help it with anything. Like,
I look at it like any law on earth. A criminal is a criminal. Fam,
yeah. They're going to figure out ways to break that.
Already a crime. Like, just because you made a new law that's supposed to stop me from committing a crime I've been committing, why the fuck I'm gonna stop? Like,
right.
It don't make no sense to me. If I'm trafficking women and you say buying sex is illegal, motherfucker, I'm already doing illegal shit. What do I care?
Right.
I don't give a shit. Like guns, we gonna make guns illegal and ban guns.
But I got 90,000 of them.
Don't give a fuck. If I got a gun and commit crimes, what do I care if they're illegal? Fam, I'm trying to do illegal shit anyway. I don't give a fuck. It's just stupid, really. You messing it up for the people that's just, you know what? Making buying sex a felony is really gonna start more mass shootings. Because there be motherfuckers that be wanting to kill some motherfuckers and they go get their rocks off and they have post-nut clarity and they think that, you know what? Motherfuckers can live today. Telling you, busting that nut will make.
Hey, BJ. hey, BJ. How do you feel about that, sir?
So I think that, you know, it'll probably be a small help, but I do think it'll help in a way because, sure, motherfuckers be paying for pussy, right? And they're not supposed to. But I think that, you know, making it a felony and then, you know how it is when you see somebody else get in trouble. So now it's a felony. So, like, if you get caught, you go into like a maximum security type prison because you decided you want to pay for the pussy. I think there's going to be a substantial number of people who will be like, you know what, maybe that's not worth it.
Yeah.
So in some, like, again, I don't think it's going to be a major help, right? Because when we talking about human trafficking, like just how intricate that could be, motherfuckers will definitely figure a way around it. But I think in a small way, it will help somewhat.
Man, that shit just fucks. You know what I'm just thought about? That shit just raised the price of pussy. They fucked the game up.
But I would also have to say that human trafficking or like trafficking victims are different than chicks who are willingly out stealing pussy.
They're not though. They're not though. That's the reason. Like,
hold on, sir.
No, they are.
They are completely different. A woman who is actively like okay with like I'm just gonna go out. I'm making the decision myself to sell my body. A trafficking victim does not have that choice. He is being forced, like physically forced to sell her body. That is totally different than a woman who is like a voluntary prostitute.
No, it's not. I don't think it is.
Tell me.
Yes, it is.
Like, as far as the laws go, no, it's not.
I understand the laws. I'm saying
morally.
Yeah, like, it's the individual's choice whether they want to do that or not.
That's what I'm saying.
But as far as the law goes, no, they're not.
I understand the law Right. I'm talking about like
actual people, like a 15-year-old, like, yo, I don't want to do this, but I got to get over here.
Talking about how it affects the actual people. You're not talking about
yeah. And that shit raised the problem. Really, as a dude, I am upset for the dudes that want to buy vaginas because they just raised the price.
In Texas,
$40 was low enough. So,
but now that it's a felony, they can charge more because the
$40 is low enough. You think that? Trust
now
me,
it's a greater risk.
Hey,
you know
look.
what? For real, for the sex traffickers and shit out there, that raised the price for them too. So they really did.
And to be truthful, Keisha, $40 is actually kind of high sometimes.
wait. Are you getting like one service? Are you getting everything? I don't know the business of this. Explain.
Listen, you're gonna get what you pay for. If I was paying for sex, which I'm not, but if I was paying for sex, I would not engage with somebody who only charging $40 because it's not going to be good.
That's what I'm saying. That's way too low.
You lying. That means she a pro. She's an expert.
Listen, I've never been more.
She might let you record.
For $40? No.
I have never been more truthful on this podcast. I'm not paying for no $40 pussy. Like that pussy, you can keep that.
Nah, it depends.
It's guaranteed to be trash.
No, she might be desperate.
No, sir.
Nah, I might be desperate.
And so if she's desperate, that means she's really like out here and just giving it to everybody. I don't want that.
We're not. Well, what y'all talking about her? I'm talking about me. I need to get this nut off, and I need to go ahead and get it real quick. I don't give a fuck if you don't move. You can be a starfish. I just need to get this up out of here.
Relax. Word your words right, sir.
I'm tired of being on page 375 on Pornhub because I can't find the right scene. Let me just go out here, pay these $40, get this real quick, and then I'm out the door.
Nah,
I support $40.
Oh.
Quick and easy. Quick 40.
Keisha, how do you feel about that? How you feel like they're making a felony to make buying sex legal?
I can agree to what BJ's saying. Like, it may help, but it's not going to solve the problem.
Stop the people Stop the people that really want to do it.
Exactly.
Like, that's their income.
Like, whenever they make laws, they expect these laws to fix the problem. That's not really the issue. It may get certain people to second think what they're doing, but it's not going to stop everybody. And then plus, we're either going to see one or the other. Either, you're going to see changes, like the numbers drop to where people ain't gonna fuck with that no more because they don't think it's worth it, or it's gonna skyrocket because
the price going up.
Yeah, the prices are going up, so they got to think that maybe it's gonna be bomb now that there's something at risk. But I think it's one or the other. There's not gonna be a midpoint.
The issue is they let these fucking child molesters out of prison faster than letting out people robbing and selling drugs and shit. When I was in prison, child molesters was getting a considerable less amount of time than people that's out here robbing and selling drugs and shit. I seen this with my own eyes.
What?
Hell yeah. I was locked on motherfuckers I was in prison with a dude that raped his own son and he got out way before me. And I ain't even killed no damn body.
Oh my God.
Yeah, these is facts. I had a cell phone. I was looking up people's charges on the internet and I am seeing these things with my own eyes. And these people that's molesting kids are getting a lot less time. That's another topic. We can move on.
Well, buddy, if you could pick one time in your life to go back and start over,
if I can go back in my life,
when would that be, sir?
If I can go back,
got dark enough for me. This is my first episode back, buddy. I don't want to talk about child molester. Fuck them niggas.
I'm just saying, yeah. We ain't gonna talk. That's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic. They trying to make
whole ass niggas. We trying to have fun on the pod.
They passing all those emotions. Y'all about to get on a deep dive.
Yeah, you got some dark shit, nigga. I mean, goddamn, liven the fuck up. I know it's okay to talk about social issues, just not on this shit. Nigga, I was
about to deep dive into the justice.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk about PJ Washington's stupid ass. But if you could pick one time in your life to go back and start over, when would that be?
Man, I would go all the way back to motherfucking middle school. For the simple fact that my mom passed when I was 15 years old. So I would go back and I would probably, if I couldn't stop the passing, I would live the last couple of days a little bit different. Just to have a better memory. Even though our last night together was the shit. but I would probably have the last couple days be the shit instead of that one day.
That's the realest I've ever seen you on this podcast.
Yeah,
that's the realest. Like that's the most vulnerable I've seen you on this motherfucker.
Yeah, I go back then.
BJ.
August of 1998, which is when I stepped foot into high school as a freshman. I would definitely like redo that whole scenario, all 4 years of high school. Because I went to high school, really didn't do shit. Hated school. I still hate school. But I think that I would go and like actually like apply myself a lot better, and actually get the chance to experience college. I think if I had like one major regret, it's I didn't get to experience college. I came straight in the military at 18, but I could only do that because I had probably a record level low grade point after in high school. So I definitely think I would go back to that time and redo some things. But what's crazy, I think I would finish college. I would probably still come in the military, but as an officer. Especially if I was able to go back and have all the knowledge that I have now. There's a lot of changes within the military that I think that I would be able to help make if I was an officer. So, and then just the whole experience of high school, like I would change that. You know what I mean? Like I had mentioned earlier about trying to pretend to be somebody that I wasn't to appease women. Yeah. I was trying to do that in high school, like just to get popular. You know what I'm saying? Didn't work out. Everybody kind of saw right through it, shunned me off and shit. So, but yeah, it'll definitely be that for sure.
All right, I go next. I would probably say when I got out of the military. When I got out of the military, I was 22, and I was scared. I was scared the same way a senior would be when you haven't picked a college, when you haven't, like you really don't have no plans, but you're lying to everybody else. Try to make it seem like you got a plan. That would probably be it. Like the college thing, I don't, like I've hung at a lot of colleges, like they're really not that extravagant to me, but there are a social setting that you can meet people in and network later on in life. The military was dope because you just had a bunch of kids without a plan. And this was their plan, for better or for worse. But when I got out, I realized like I felt like that same senior that didn't know what the fuck they wanted to do. So if I could have changed, I would have had a better plan. I would have figured out some shit and did some shit. So I think for me, yeah, like when I got in the military at 22, I would have changed that shit, made better decisions. Because I mean, like those decisions, like I had a lot of like debt, like military star card, if you know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stupid shit. A lot of stupid shit I could have took care of had I paid the $75 a month or whatever. But it would definitely be there. It'd definitely be there. I would have handled things differently. I wouldn't have been a kid about the shit. And just be scared and just face my fucking problem. Keisha.
Let's see. Mine would be is ironically tied to that moving for love. Mine would be June of 2006 when I moved from Texas to Georgia. And I would say at that moment,
Was it Columbus?
No, it was Augusta.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I fucking hate Augusta.
Yeah.
South Carolina? Augusta, South Carolina?
Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah, Augusta, Georgia.
Trash ass city. Might as well be South Carolina.
Exactly. Go ahead.
I only say that because I literally keep in touch. In fact, one of them is a family member, my brother. at the time, my family kept telling me, one, you don't need to be with that nigga. And two, we have these other opportunities for you. You should do what your mom is doing. At the time, she was contracting with a company that was sending her back and forth from here to Dubai to do a certain job. And she was making buku money. So she tried to bring me and my brother on. At that time, I was on that bullshit. Well, I love him and I can't leave and da-da-da. My brother said, fuck that. I don't go. So my brother went. They went back and forth from here to Dubai, did their jobs. And what people don't understand, when you take those contracting jobs and go back and forth, you don't have the opportunity to spend your money. So you are just racking up dough over the time you're over there, and then you do your R&R over here and you go back. And the people that were smart about it, while they were racking up their money, they were also having their houses built, they were buying cars, all that shit was waiting for them when they got back. So because I passed up a great opportunity for love that I thought was going on, I could be so much further in life than what I am now. And I see it in my brother. My brother is living it up, paid off his house, got a good job. He is living his best life. I mean, he ran into some speed bumps too, but because of that one advantage, he is exactly where I want to be. And he's still inspiring me to this day. But at the same time, it's like, damn, had I only just made this decision to go listen to family, because they tried to tell me back then. Now, I don't regret what went down, because then that would have meant I wouldn't have had my daughter. But I am saying my life would have been so much easier if I had just taken the opportunities that were trying to be pushed on me instead of just doing the ignorant shit that I did. So
I can dig it.
You know what I said too? I actually don't regret in getting out the military, even though I got locked up. I don't regret that shit.
I regret that I didn't make better decisions. Like, I'm a dude. I am a time person. Like, when people say, hey, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do, I hate having an agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, okay, we got 2 hours to do this. We got 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a time person. Like, I felt like I wasn't ready, for real. Like, I was just going with the wind. For what that means. Like, literally for what that means. I'm going with the wind. I don't have a plan. I'm lying to everybody, and I'm gonna play it by ear. You know what I'm saying? And like, yo, you gotta have a plan. Same thing with this podcast. When I first started this shit, I didn't have a plan. I was like, hey, this is what I want to do. But everybody ain't on what you want to do. So you gotta have a plan just in case what you want to do ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I realized you gotta have a plan. You gotta have something in concrete that you want to do. And if that shit don't work, then you can deviate. But at least you have a plan.
That's interesting that you bring that up. My dad had the same problem. He did the full 20 years. He's in his 60s right now. So after he retired after the 20 years, throughout the time he served, all you could hear him, I can't wait to retire. I can't wait till I don't have to get up for, PT and yada, yada, yada. But when he got to that point, man, it was like deer caught in headlights. He did not know what the fuck he was going to do, because his whole life was military.
Yeah.
He didn't know nothing else, and he was scared to death of computers. So he fell into a depression because he didn't know what to do with his life, and it took him a minute to stumble on to what he liked, and then he finally came up with a plan that actually worked for him. So that's interesting that you fell in that period of your life when you were younger, and it also happens to older people too when they retire.
Right. Most definitely. Keisha, what are your social media handles, man?
Facebook is Keisha Stansberry. Instagram is Keisha_from_calculus.
Buddy.
Instagram at Buddy with a B. Snapchat, same shit. And goddamn Twitter, Skinny Drink. Get at me. God damn it. I'm out here.
Hey. And my brother. Last week's host. Using them big ass hands to scoop up whatever the fuck he's drinking. Pause. BJ, what are your social handles, sir? Those strong hands.
said social media handle?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because you always got them, sir. I mean, you change them every week.
I don't have no Facebook, no Twitter, no TikTok. But you can follow me on Instagram. The username is @you gotta know how to measure the pleasure.
Hey.
My nigga. And I'm Pandemic Proof Lou. This is Lucious Williams Podcast, episode 40. Like, share, and enjoy. Follow us on YouTube at Lucious Williams Podcast. Instagram, King Lucious the Great. Snapchat at King Lucious the Great if you're nasty. Facebook at Lucious Williams if you just want to get some memes and whatever. I'm Lucious Williams. This is the Lucious Williams Podcast. Lucious Williams and Friends Podcast. Fuck with us.
Hey, Eastside Hope.
Eastside, my nigga.